Today I'm going to talk about the fastest way you can pay your loan. Among the things people like to talk about, loan doesn't even come in the top 5,000 things people like to talk. This emotional reason is partly why it is so difficult to pay your loan. Your brain just doesn't want to hear about it. But don't worry, there's still hope. Today I'm going to give you 4 steps and 2 methods using which you can pay your loan. So let's get started. To understand how serious the situation is, let me give you 2 stats. As of April 2020, India had a record high household loan of 43.5 lakh crores. Yes, that's how much is 43.5 lakh crores. In the same month, India's unemployment rate increased from 8.7% to 23.5%. And we all can imagine how bad is the mixture of unemployment and loan. Now, from this pandemic, we understood one thing, that anything can happen at any time. And not having a strategy to pay off your loan isn't going to help you. So let us start with the 4 steps right now. Step 1. We need to understand what kind of loan you have, what is the principal left on each loan, and what interest rate are they running at. Step 2. Contact these 3 banks. Tell them that you're going to transfer your present loan into their bank and ask them to give the best interest rate they can. And now you will be surprised to know that this small step with a bit of negotiation can save you a lot of money in the long run. There might be a small transfer fee, but don't worry. This is all going to be worth it in the long run. Step 3. Consider transferring a considerable amount of loan into your housing loan. According to income tax laws, you can reduce up to 2 lakhs on your taxable income by doing this. But I would strongly suggest against you putting all the loan into one big housing loan, especially if you have one single source of income. I'll tell you why later. And hit the subscribe button if you want to know how to expand your sources of income. Step 4 is to mind the gap. Gap is the difference between how much you make in a month and how much you spend in a month. You can always increase your gap by increasing your income or decreasing your spending. I prefer it's a mixture of both. Consider selling anything which is costing you more to maintain than the value it is adding into your life. Now, as we have completed all the 4 steps, now let's get started with the strategies. Watch till the end for an extra tip to increase your gap. If you ask a mathematician to structure your loan, he will suggest something called the avalanche approach. In this approach, you put the loan with the highest interest rate on the top and the lowest interest rate on the bottom. You pay minimum to all the loans, but you pay highest amount of your gap to the first loan, that's the highest interest rate loan. Then after paying off the first loan, the amount you used to pay for the first loan drops down to the second. Then when second is done, it drops down to the third and so on. By this, you pay the least interest possible to the bank. It is very mathematical and it's very logical, but it doesn't work for everyone. The avalanche approach may be mathematically perfect, but it doesn't consider one major thing, that is our brain. We are emotional beings after all. We get discouraged very easily. It's exactly why it's a very bad idea to take a big loan to clear off the rest, as your brain thinks that this big loan cannot be paid back. So it just gives up. Don't worry, this emotional characteristics of us isn't so bad after all. We can use the same emotions to pay off the debt fast. Now you ask me how? We'll use the same techniques which game designers use to create the games. At first, they'll keep easy levels so that you win it and you get dopamine generated in your head. So when this happens, you get hooked on to the game. You want to play the game for longer. Though the levels get tougher level by level, you still continue playing. Now the same technique we will use to help you pay off your loans. Now coming to the second method, the snowball method. In this method, you put the lowest principal amount loan on the top and the highest principal amount loan on the bottom. Now, you pay minimum to each and every loan, but you pay highest amount of your gap to the first loan. Now when the first loan gets cleared, second, third, so on, just like the avalanche approach. But here it's easier to pay off your first loan as it is the lowest amount. It is true that someone using the snowball method will technically pay more than the person using avalanche method. But this is assuming that both of them completely pay their loan. According to a research by Northwest University, it is clear that a person using snowball method is tend to completely pay his loan than a person using avalanche method. And it is very important to stick to your strategy. No matter what method you use, the hardest part is always to start. Now you might feel lonely at starting and might not want to pay your loan using these kind of strategies. But hear me out. If you use these strategies, you can turn loan into something you don't want to think about, into something you don't have to. Comment down below your favorite method.